Hey YouTube, so we had a freak day. It's like 60 degrees or something out here. I actually had to open the garage to warm the garage up because it was colder in the garage than it was outside. So I'm gonna knock this floor, cut these boards out for the flooring real quick. So yeah, here we go. Let's get this done. Welcome to my life. All right, so I've traced it because I mean it's not square by any means. So I traced it and then I've taken it in a little bit just to make up for the. I mean the fiberglass is just thicker and thinner, so you just kind of go with the whatever. So it's not exactly straight by any means, but it's what fits. So we'll see how that turns out. Boat stuff, you guys, and nothing's straight. I guess it really has to do with fiberglass though. But anyway, we'll cut her and see what happens. Sorry about the noise. I don't remember. This is my retirement truck, and I hardly ever drive it. Matter of fact, let me shut it off now. So I'll let it run and let the battery charge up. Probably should drive it tonight to my parents' house. Go in there to eat tonight. Probably can hear me now, huh? But I don't get many miles on that thing because I drive my old one because I'm always working. And she's a beauty. I love her, but I don't use it that much. All right, let's get this thing cut. I had to touch my finger in there. Make sure you're there. See what I mean though? It only goes on one way. It's not even close the other way. It's all crooked. So yeah, I need to get some blades for my jig though, so I'm not gonna be able to cut the hole yet. Of course, that's gonna be 2 seconds to you, but for me, I've got to get to the store. But there you go. So the wood fits in there, and I need to cut the other one for the other deck. I think this is gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. All right, I like that. That's gonna be a heavy duty floor right there. Hopefully. All right, YouTube, we're back, and it's the next day, and of course, it's raining, and a cold front's coming in. We had a beautiful day yesterday. I spent the majority of the day working on my basement. I should have been out working on the boat, but it is what it is. All right, so today, now that I got my new blade from the store last night, I'll drill a hole and cut circles out. I really need to find something bigger than this though, because it's got to fit between the fiberglass, and the fiberglass actually has a ridge around it. So I need about a 10-inch circle. So I need to dig around the garage and try to find something that's bigger, but maybe that paint can over there. We'll see. We'll measure that out and see what it is. But all right, so we'll figure that out. We'll get the circles drawn, we'll drill it out, and we'll cut her out. So a smart man would have bought a compass, but I didn't think of that last night, and I don't have one that goes that big. So I went around my wife's kitchen. Don't you tell her, please. Don't tell her. I went around my wife's kitchen and I found a pot lid. I did put tape around it so I don't get Sharpie on it, but it's actually the perfect size, 9.5 inches. And it's even cool, I can see through it to see that I'm centered. Anyway, you do what you gotta do. Let me get this thing drawn out and on here. All right, so that's perfect. A little oversized, gets me past where the taper is, and then I can kind of bring fiberglass in there. Probably should route these corners so that the mat doesn't have any sharp edges to flow down. So I'll probably do that, route that out. Other than that, she really fits good. So I'm digging it. All right, what you don't know is it's hours later. I actually was trying to find the router bits. And after moving for 30 years, I mean, I've emptied every box. And I actually got cleaning. Let me show you. It's one of those things where there's a bunch of stuff you need to throw away. It's mixed in with other stuff, boxes of stuff, whatever. So the dumpster is full. So it feels pretty good to clean that stuff out. I've been needing to do that for a long time. I just hadn't got around to it. So it's actually like an hour later than what it was when I started videoing. So gonna send the wife, she's out Christmas shopping, I guess. So I'll send her out and to get some bits, router bits. I don't know. I have no idea where my router bits are. So we'll do that. And in the meantime, we'll cut the other board and have it ready to go. So when she comes home, I'll throw the bit in there and route these out. All right. Crazy. Besides, I need to get this pot lid back in the kitchen before she gets home anyway. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go wash this and put it away. See you in a second. We're good. All right, since I got a mess going in here already, and my wife's still going, I think we'll go ahead and measure that back plate that we're going to put in around the puzzle piece and on the back side of the transom, and then go ahead and cut that out so that's ready to go too. And then when I get the router bit, I'll go ahead and route the edges of that too, so it'll go up in there nice and the fiberglass will flow over it. Thanks for suggesting that, you guys. All right, so the good news is my wife finally made it back with the bit, so I can go ahead and do my routing. Then I got that overpriced Boss bit, but the other ones were so cheap, might as well get something decent, I guess. So I'm gonna go ahead and run this and get around. I haven't used this thing in like years, honestly. I want one of them little DeWalt ones, those little teamy ones, but whatever. You can want a lot of things, can't you? So let me get going on this. I don't want to bore you too much, but lots of acetone, lots of cleaning. Went around the home with my isolated saw again, had to clean that up. But just doing some prep work. I really don't think you want to watch me make this up. So I'll be back with you in a second. YouTube. So I've moved into my basement because of the temperature. I had that stuff drying in the garage. The garage heater takes up a lot more energy than the basement. So I just, and I don't like to run unless I'm in there working. And he was gonna have to sit for a while. So I moved it all downstairs so I could start working out in the warmth. She dried up really nice. I like it. It's really cool. But what I'm going to do now though is I'm going to go around the edges. There's a little teeny weeny gap. I cut this board, you know, to it. A little more in some places, like here. But I'm going to fill that in with some resin and silica. You know, make a peanut butter, and then I'll fit it in all around there before I do the fiberglass on top. But getting that peanut butter into there is today's project. So that's what we're going to do. All right. Well, I guess we'll get busy. All right, I'm really sorry for my mess. I know I got a mess down here. I'm finishing off my basement slowly but surely. You know, it'll be a year's project. I don't really have any video of that, other than when I did the first wall when I put the AC units in. You guys might remember that wall if you watched all my videos. I had to get that in because it'd be in the way of the AC ducts. But slowly but surely I'm doing that, and of course I'm putting in a flooring system. This is called Platone, and it gives like a moisture barrier between the floor and the new flooring, and then I can put whatever I want down, carpet or wood floors, whatever. I'm not gonna really get into all that right now. I might do a video on that one day. Who knows? I haven't really been filming much of this. I don't know why. Whatever. I think because my basement's such a mess, and I don't want you to see all my garbage. All right, back to this. All right, so I got all the holes taped up. I should have done that before because you can see right here, I don't know if you can see on the camera, there's resin that dripped out. So there's gonna be a couple places like that I've got to clean out, especially on this end down here. I'm gonna have to clean up. I wish I had thought to do that the first time, but I didn't. So it's gonna cost me a little cleanup, but not to make the animal come. All right. Whew. That went pretty good. Other than it stuck on my house. But, filled in the edges. Still need to do the fiberglass over top. This one I kind of pre-coated just to see what it would do compared to the other one I just put it on. So we'll kind of see what happens with that. There you go. All right, that step is done. The edges or cracks are filled in. So the last thing we got to do is cut the fiberglass mat out and then resin that in as well. Hey, a note to you guys, if you're working in your basement with fiberglass, you may want to warn your wife. I got kicked out. It started stinking up pretty good. So yeah, so I'm back in the garage. It's warm enough today anyway. I mean, it was just so cold the other day, that's why I moved down there. But she did not appreciate the smell of resin. So we're back out here. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the fiberglass sheets and resin them in. Since I got this can, the bottom of it's cracked open and it so it's unsealed. So I'm gonna try to use this up, and then if it goes bad, it goes bad. I mean, I've got so much, but anyway, I'll mix that up and then I'll cut this fiberglass mat here in a second. We'll get busy. All right. Learn from my mistakes, fellas. Big gals, learn from my mistakes. Yeah, this is where the marathon kicks in. I'm having a lot better time though, I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm not panicked. Like the other time I was just like, I didn't know what I was doing, so I was going 900 miles an hour. This seems to be working pretty good, so I'm kind of happy. And I'm not really scared of getting the fiberglass mixture right. And I kind of understand all that stuff now, so that makes a difference. I got way more here than I need. I'm gonna have a mess of them to have. That's okay. right, so I got that done. The fiberglass is on the backs. They're ready to go. They'll just need to dry out for a long while, and then I'll grind the edges off and the caps out. I'll put new caps on. I'm probably gonna end up painting these. They're pretty rough, so I may end up gel coating these. We'll see, but that'll be another day. All right, that's it for this episode. I appreciate you guys sticking with me. Again, it's getting cold out, so I really don't know how often I'll be working on the boat or what I'll get done here. So just stick with me through the winter, and we'll go from there. Hey everybody, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel, Shots Life, on YouTube.